I wanted you to hear from somebody who could look at you and say, let me tell you. And so I asked Mark would come forward, and Mark, come on up here if you would. If he could speak for just a little bit, somewhat testimony, somewhat experience, somewhat place in life, and be able to say, let me tell you what I know now. Maybe that he would like to have known when he was that age too. So anyway, Mark, it's all yours.
Thank you.
Give him a hand.
When Dr. Boone got up this morning, he was thinking about what shirt he was wearing. When I got up this morning, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I have to speak after Dr. Boone. Thank you for letting me speak, Mark, but I'm not thanking you for letting me go after Dr. Boone. Do me a favor, put your hand up. Not yet. Let me ask you a question. Put your hand up if you think it's normal for you, or if your parents expected you to go to university. All right, almost all the hands went up. I was born in Belfast, Northern Ireland. I don't want to give you a history lesson, but I was born in the Troubles. Belfast was basically in the Civil War when I was born. When I was born into the community I was born in, there was more chance of me becoming a terrorist. There was more chance of me ending up in jail than there was ever going to university. Another reason why I shouldn't have went to university, or didn't think that it was ever going to be an opportunity for me to go to university, was I have a learning disability. I have dyslexia. My high school experience, and I can remember this well, and I'll tell you the teacher's name, but an English teacher looked at me and said, you better hope you become a professional soccer player, because that's about all you have going for you. Unfortunately, I didn't become a professional player, and I'm glad, because I would never have got the experience to Trevecca. When we take things for granted and we think things are normal, as I look out here, most of your athletes, you probably had 3, 4, 5, maybe more schools who were recruiting you and had opportunities. Most of you probably turned down scholarships elsewhere. So some of you, I know some of you are sitting there right now thinking Trevecca's lucky to have you. But that's wrong. You're lucky to be at Trevecca. Please don't take the opportunity for granted to be here. It is not a normal thing that you're here. And it's not an unusual thing that I'm here. It took me a long time to realise that. The reason I'm here and the reason you're here is because God's will. And that's the one thing we have in common. God wanted you to be here, and He wanted me to be here. All those guys that played for me as a soccer player here, believe it or not, God wanted them to have a crazy Irish teammate. And all those girls that had a crazy Irish coach last night shouting at them in the second overtime, you need to run more, you need to run more. It really is God's will that we're all here. Please, the college years are great, but they go by so quick for you. Please try to slow down and realise that it's not normal and it's a special opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. I want to tell you one quick story about my learning disability that I already talked about, but also want to tell you why I think Trevecca is such a special place. I never truly believed that I could graduate from this school until people like Jeff Swink and Amy Murphy in the Academic Support Centre showed me God's love and encouraged me. They never let me cut corners. They never let me break rules, anything like that. They challenged me, but they reminded me every day that they were here, they wanted to love me, and that it was God's will for me to go to school here, and I was going to graduate, and they were going to help and support me and show me His love to get me there. Trevecca is a place that, as special as it is, you're going to have hard days, you're going to have bad games on the field, you're going to have days where the coach, it seems like the coach hates you. It seems like you can't get it in the class. It seems like, you know, why am I listening to this teacher? It doesn't make sense. I'm not saying those days won't be there. There will be. But I want you to know when it gets tough that God loves you, and He's brought a great staff to Trevecca who want to show you that love, who want you to get through those hard times. Do not try to do it on your own. As athletes, and I know as an athlete, when it's not going well, you think, if I just work harder, if I just work harder, if I just run harder. Sometimes that will get you out of a hole when you're in the athletic field, but that's not the case. At Trevecca, let us love you, let the staff love you, let your teammates love you. Experience Christ's love. And that's how, when those tough days come on the field, in the classroom, whatever hurdles. My hurdle was dyslexia. And through Trevecca staff, teammates and friends, I was shown Christ's love. No excuses were made, but I was shown love. And that's how I became a success. Please, please enjoy your season, enjoy your experience. Do not take it for granted. Do not take it for granted. It'll go by quick, and you don't want to have any regrets. Please don't take it for granted. So, in closing, I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank everyone who came over last night and supported us at Lipscomb. That was brilliant. And Clayton, where's Clayton? I have a challenge for you. You see, the next time you have to put a video together, you have to put a speech in from Braveheart, okay? Thank you and good luck this year, Trevecca.